Welcome back to Game Changers Silicon Valley, a show about today's emerging innovations that may be the game changers of tomorrow. My name is Jim Connor, serving as your host. Amidst the ongoing innovation we are experiencing in the U.S. as well as in many countries, education has been one of the later participants to embrace new technology. There's been a hesitation to take chances on new programs, and it's been viewed as basically a risky activity. My guest is Betsy Corcoran, founder and CEO of EdSurge, which in my opinion is clearly the most informed and most respected source of information on innovations taking place in education. Betsy, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Jim. Really happy to be here.
I visited your website today. Looks great.
Thank you.
And you're just telling me you guys did this yourself.
We did do it all ourselves, yeah.
Great. Well, let's start with an overview of EdSurge, what you're doing in EdSurge.
Absolutely. So, as you said, EdSurge is a news and information resource about everything in education technology. So, we started as a newsletter, and we started to really try to give the people who were starting companies in education technology a place to connect. But we very quickly realized that there needed to be a place where the people who use education technology, teachers, parents, students, could go and get some unbiased information about what are these products, what's the right place for them, where they get used the best. And so we started creating an index and putting up reports on these different technologies, and we started adding teacher reviews. And so now we do all that. We've got 1,300 education technology products on our site, and it's a lot. And we also run conferences, and we run a type of conference where we try to bring together entrepreneurs and educators. And what we really say, we say to the teachers, you guys are the experts. You're here to tell the entrepreneurs what you need in the classroom, what works, what you're trying to accomplish with your students. And the entrepreneurs, the guys who show, the men and women who show up at our conference, are there because they care about education. So they're really, really excited to have these kinds of really engaged conversations. So we do that too.
This is a pretty disruptive approach. Because
Talking together, you mean?
Yeah, no, I mean letting the customer, in a sense, dictate and giving them the platform to state their requirements and their needs. Normally, I was in software companies, and we went and did what we thought was best, talking to a few customers and using our broader, quote, expertise. And then we delivered a product that we hoped that worked. I mean, you could only do so much limited research. You're doing a very broad connection to that user base.
Education is different, right? Teachers aren't trying to maximize a bottom line. What they're trying to do is figure out how to engage, how to inspire, and how to teach our kids. And all of our kids are about as different as every snowflake that is hitting Boston and places on the East Coast. And so, you know, the teachers have very, very deep understanding of their students, of what they're trying to accomplish, of ways of teaching. And so what we're really trying to do is create this forum where they have a really open mic to share that with the entrepreneurs.
There's a couple subjects I want to go into, but you have just touched on something that is near and dear to my sense. Okay, and that is, a lot of people really criticize teachers, but what I'm hearing you saying is that, and I believe this too, teachers are very committed. They want to do the job. There's budget problems, there's administration problems all over the place, but they are extraordinarily committed. Now, is this across the board?
You know, so I have to tell you a funny story. Okay. So people always used to say to me, oh, you know, teachers don't like technology. But if you go back 5 years, 7 years, most of the technology that was delivered to teachers wasn't that great. Didn't work. And so I think teachers made a very rational choice to say, hey, you know what? We have a lot of things to do today, and fixing your problems and your bugs is not on that list. Yeah. And so what we have found is that teachers want to be great teachers. And when you give them powerful tools, they eat it up. We've had conferences where we had a guy who's been to thousands of conferences. And he came to me and he said, Betsy, I've never been to a conference like this. Where did you find so many amazing teachers? And I said, we just let them volunteer. We let them put up their hands and say, this is what I want. So yeah, I think that most of the teachers are that way.
Yeah,